can make a difference. We got 3 hours.
Wow. You know, it's funny. I got an email from Don Green this morning, and he actually put that in the email. He said, "Don't tell me that one person can't make a difference."
Oh, I read it.
Um,
I said, he liked what I said, that you're for real.
do your part. The Pledge of Allegiance is one of my favorite sonnets. It starts with I, it then with all, and God's in the middle. Now, a lot of people complain and fuss because, and I think it was 1958, they added God, but God's in the middle of that whole thing. It starts with I and ends with all. I, as an individual, can do my part the best of my ability. And you get in where you fit in. And you've heard the starfish or the sand dollar story where, you know, the guy's walking down the beach and he's throwing in starfish or sand dollars, whichever story you're acquainted with. He just throws it in. And the grandson said, "Pa, why are you throwing those things in?" "Well, you know, saving the lives." And he said, "Well, you're not going to do anything. What difference does it make if you throw that one starfish back? It means something to that starfish." Mother Teresa said, "Don't try to save the million, save the one." Every person that you touch, every person that you affect, every person you help, it may not change the world, but it may change that person's world. So one of us always can do something. That thimble is enough to the man dying of thirst. You just got to keep doing it. And I'll do some, and you do some, and you do some, and you do some, and you do some. If all of us doing something, then it gets better for everybody. But the cool thing about it, Steve, is the little thing that I do today, if I keep doing it and doing it well, it'll get bigger over time. So my thimble will be a bucket one day. My bucket will be a foot tub one day. And one day I'm going to get smart enough to get a big tank and I'll be able to suck it up and siphon it out. But you got to start where you are. And I know I'm using a lot of analogies, but I really do think that each and every one of us has a purpose. And if we walk into our purpose, we'll be doing what we're supposed to be doing.
Don't stop, Lefford. I want more.
No, I'm just that. That's it. That is it. I mean, I'm a speaker. I know I was meant to speak something, but it's not. But my mission isn't to speak. That's my instrument. My purpose is to help somebody, and the only way I can help somebody is that I got to get better, and I got to say something. I may not save the world, but I may save one person that saves the world, or I might save the world. I don't know. But I know I can do what I can do, and I know all of us are here for a purpose, and all of us can do something.
Well said.
That's all I got.
Well, so then I'll ask you another question on the same subject. It's not always so easy, though, is it, to sacrifice to do things for others? A lot of people,
nothing's easy. I mean, it's simple. It ain't easy, but it is. It doesn't have to be. Look, let me back up. It doesn't have to be easy. It doesn't have to be easy. It's still got to be done, whether it's easy or not. What difference does it make if something's easy or hard? I mean, I do push-ups not because I like push-ups. I do push-ups because it makes me healthy. It makes me stronger. But it doesn't have to be easy. That's the thing that I think is something, and I'm not going to call it this generation because I don't think it's this generation. I think we bought into this whole thing that life is supposed to be easy, or everything's supposed to be nice and everybody's supposed to be on our side. I don't think that's the case. I think it's hard, do it hard. I think that if it was too easy, I think we would give up and quit because I think we as human beings need to be challenged. We like a challenge. You are a black belt not because it was easy. You wanted the hard work. You swim in the ocean not because if you wanted just to swim, you can go in a pool or you can sit in a bathtub. You like swimming in the ocean because it puts pressure and everybody can't do it. You got to extend some energy. We like to be challenged. I think kids like to be challenged. They don't like it easy. They like it worthwhile.
Adversity builds character when you persevere.
Yeah, it could. Yeah. true. But I think some people get caught up, and that's why I talk to people all the time about, why are you still working, Lefford? You retired from the military. You could probably not work and live comfortably. I don't think we were made to just stop working. I think the whole 6 and 1 that they used to talk about, work 6, rest 1 day. I don't think God had a 401k plan and he said, I want you to do that. I want you to do the 6 and 1 for 65 years and then I want you to stop. I don't think that was the edict. I think it was do reasonable service as long as you're here.
Beautiful. So Lefford, when you go to the high school and teach PMA, how do you get their attention? I'd like you to spend the last 10 minutes of today's show bringing forth what it is that you're given to those high school students that is going to help them approach their life and make a difference in the world themselves. Because I'll tell you what, this is a compliment that I've had that I thank everybody for that said it to me. What I've been teaching with financial literacies in prisons, it's not just for people in prisons. What you're teaching people in high school about life and PMA, it's not just for them. So let's share it with the audience today because I mean I've been in the Napoleon Hill for, like I said, 45 or more years, give or take, and I love it. I love it. And I've said one of my bylines is the 3 books that have influenced my life the most is number 1, the Bible. Number 2,
the Holy Bible.
The Holy Bible. Yeah, that's a good one there. Yeah. Yeah. And I'll let you know, just in case anybody's wondering, the Old and the New Testament. And the second book is Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. And there's a lot of other books that could be third, but I've been saying Outwitting the Devil ever since I read that was probably the next most influential book in my life.
Yeah.
What a book. So
what we'll need to do is we need to share on one episode, we'll share a list of books and why each one of those books. We'll go through like 10, 15 books and we'll say, okay, what is in this book that you need to listen to and why? We'll riff that one day because I'm a very big reader also. I think that's the episode to come.
I'll never forget that one of the very first interviews you and I did was you wanted to talk about Outwitting the Devil. So we put that one together quick and look where we are now.
Yeah.
Man, it's good. It's good. So anyway, how do you capture their attention in high school? And then why do they want to listen to you and go from there?
Well, I believe, there's 2 things. And I always say that. One, I use story because again, 10 million people died in the Black Plague. Bob died in the Black Plague because they'll remember Bob. The other part is I let people know that I care about them and why I care about them. And that's just like you said, when you get up close to somebody and you put your pinky on them, they need touch, they need connection. Everybody communicates, Steve, but few people really connect. So I like to communicate and I like to connect with people and let them know that I care about them. And I tell them a bit about my story that, where I grew up and how I grew up and the way I saw myself, my negative self-concept. And because of a negative self-concept, I almost lost myself and I would never grow to my full potential. And I don't want them to have to go through that. And there's a process. Napoleon Hill, who was appointed by Andrew Carnegie to go interview these 500 successful people, that commission gave him an opportunity to go out and talk to the best and brightest and the people that have been in poverty and want, to give a philosophy of success to anybody in this country. Doesn't matter their color, their race, their natural origin, their sex. You have a pathway to get you to where you want to be. And I tell people that you can have what you want. You get your dream, you get your desire, you're willing to put in the work. And I connect with them because a lot of people in my area are poor. We're a socio-economically depressed area. And even the people that have money and have resources, there's bullying going on. This is a stressful time. There was a study just recently done that the children of today have the same level of stress as mental patients in 1954 with all the stuff that's going on in the world. Everybody in school now, think about it, have been a nation at continuous war. We've been at war since the 80s, and that's all they know.
And their parents are serving active duty at risk in foreign countries.
Not even active duty. I mean, our country. It's not.
But I mean, another subsection of that is there's so many children now in my own family whose parents are in deployment, and that's just that's difficult to be all the time like that.
It is, and that's not the only thing. I mean, the 1% of the population serve in the military. That's 1%. The other 99 is, and I focus on military because I'm a veteran. But the other part of that, dude, I mean, if you watch the news now, we cannot trust our political leaders. To some people, they can't trust the police. They can't trust the priests. They can't trust. There is a distrust and a mistrust for everybody that was in authority because of all the negative stuff that goes on. So the people that are supposed to make our young people feel the safest, are the people that are making them feel under siege and there's danger there. So they are looking for somebody or something to make them feel safe and secure, to make them feel that somebody cares for them. Some people are searching for gangs. Some people are searching for drugs. Some people are searching for alcohol. Some people are searching for sex. There's so many things people are searching for. There's a spiritual hole in the center of many of us, and we're searching to be able to fill that. So I try to be the person that says you can have those things that you want. You just got to figure it out, and I can try to help you get there. Not telling people where to go, but just maybe how to get there. So there's a lot. One of the most dangerous places for a kid, Steve, I was at one school, and they were having a active shooter drill at a middle school. We used to have tornado drills. They're having active shooter drills.
Yeah.
Churches in my community are arming deacons.
Oh yeah.
This is, and I'm gonna be funny, and it's not funny, but this may be. I'll say it after we take the recording, because what I'm gonna say is probably very controversial, and I don't want to make this controversial. But there's some issues today that are negatively affecting our young people, and we're blind to it. And we keep talking about the way it was when we were there, the way it was when we were there. There's no time when you and I went to school that we worried about somebody coming in there killing us in our school.
Correct. When I was in elementary school, we had the Cuban Missile Crisis, and Khrushchev and Kennedy were going to push the button. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what
the Russians are coming. I remember all that stuff.
We got under our desks for a drill in case we ever got bombed. But now, 9/11 changed America. From that moment on, there's not a child in America that feels secure, and that's what we're talking about.
And unfortunately, there's less chance of a terrorist getting us, a terrorist outside the country, than somebody walking into school that's disturbed and shooting it up. It's terror, but it's not a terrorist. It's somebody that's locally grown. So there's a lot of stuff out there that people are concerned about, and so I think our young people need some encouragement.
And there's a lot of mental.
That's how I touch them.
And there's a lot of mental illness out there that could be de-escalated and have people turn out to be a whole lot more stable than they're allowed to be because they're not properly handled and diagnosed correctly.
Yeah, but some of these people that are killing folks, they ain't mentally ill.
No, they're just plain crazy, evil, one or the other. You know.
So like I said, there's a lot. There's no silver bullet. There's no particular silver bullet. But like I said, the thimble. My thimble is touching My goal for this year was 1,000 youth.